has satisfied my marshmallow click. I was gonna say click. Well, I was gonna say something else. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you guys are new here. My name is Maria, or it's MJ here on YouTube. So in today's video, as you guys can tell by the title, it's a collab video, and I am collabing with Miss Amanda Coco Cabana. We recently have discovered each other and I am obsessed with her. I think we're so similar, so if you have not heard of her, I will link her video down below and her channel so you guys can check her out. I'm sure that if you guys like my content, you will most likely like hers as well. I think we're very similar personality wise and also fragrance wise, and I think Amanda, like myself, I think we're both pretty new to the world of fragrance, and we're just enjoying the journey and pretty much documenting it for you guys and just having fun along this fragrance journey, this newfound hobby of ours. So we came together and we decided to bring to you guys some summer fragrances that are $30 and less. If you guys are interested in seeing my picks, then please keep on watching. Alright you guys, so today we're actually going to start off with the one that was, not gonna lie, pretty disappointing for me when I first got it. And I was looking for a coconut fragrance at the time, and I got it and it wasn't what I was expecting. So this is Rihanna Rebel Fleur. If you're new to the channel, I'm pretty new to fragrances. I'm basically documenting my journey, learning along with you guys. A lot of you guys not only teach me a lot, but recommend really good stuff, and I've pretty much learned throughout this journey. So for me, when someone would say that something's very coconutty, I expected a very creamy, thick, dense, delicious coconut. And when I got this, I was like, this is not coconut. This is, yeah, tropical, but not coconut. So yeah, and it was also super potent, like just strong. Oh my god, I almost sprayed that in my mouth. But now, like, I love it. I want to say, oof, just sprayed her and hit me in the face. But I want to say that I started enjoying her during the springtime, and it started just making more sense to me, and it was more of a coconut water, not the actual flesh. Very refreshing. And I remember saying I cannot wait to wear this in the heat, because I wore this to a park and I noticed that with my skin and the heat around me, that's when it performed the best, and that's when I enjoyed it the most. In the cold time, for some reason, this just was too heavy for me, which is ironic because you would think that you would want something very potent, but I guess because of its tropicalness, it was too heady for me. It was obnoxious and annoying, and I was not with it. It's like a coconutty, peachy, boozy scent. It has that booziness to it, like a tropical drink. Oh god, this is so good. And even though it's appropriate, in my opinion, for day, night, whatever, I feel like it really does its thing in the nighttime. I obviously haven't been able to wear it this summer like I wanted it to, but the way I imagined it to wear it is that there's this taco place near me, and it's in front of the beach. So like whenever I smell this, I think of like just a very fun, chill environment. There's lots of laughter, lots of people, there's a lot of drinks, island food, Mexican food, like sort of like that style, and you hear the waves in the background clashing. There's a lot of heat, so your hair is probably up in a bun. It's really good. It's like a fun tropical night. This is such a good celebrity perfume. It also just performs really good for its price. Wow, like amazing longevity, amazing projection, just really good performance overall. It's like addicting, like you just want to keep on spraying it. The bottle is pretty annoying to spray, I gotta say that though. It has this like patchouli, boozy dirtiness to it. I know that sounds weird. I don't mind it. You guys know that I'm not the biggest fan of patchouli, but I really actually like it in this. It just, I feel like, makes the fragrance more like grown up, and with the booziness, it just adds this like nice, fun, night, dirty scent to it. like you had a good time. Now moving on to one that's quite interesting, because this is one of my, well, used to be a signature scent of mine and in high school, along with Express Love, and I thought that it was a safe blind buy, even though I don't recommend for people to blind buy, but I honestly thought it was very inoffensive, and I thought that every woman would like and every woman would enjoy. And as of recently, I found out that actually a lot of people don't like this fragrance, And it was so funny to me because not only was it my signature scent, but this is a scent that I would get complimented a lot, and I would always get told that I smell really good and I smell fresh. And this is one that on me personally, it would last 12 hours plus, so it would last a really long time. Yes, of course I would overspray, but I've always oversprayed even when I wasn't like into fragrance. This is Fancy Love. So this is another like boozy scent. The sprayer on this though, let me say it's not the best. Well, it actually looks not too bad on camera. But it doesn't spray evenly. I feel like it just shoots out, but whatever. So this is a citrus floral. It just reminds me of high school so much, but whatever. So this is a citrus floral, like I said. Okay, so let me read you guys the main accords. So the main accords on this one are floral, citrus, amber, aldehydic, and musky. But to be honest with you guys, the aldehydic portion of it kind of just overflew my mind, and now that I'm looking at it again, I was like, wow, that makes so much sense. I was about to say that makes so much sense, but that makes okay, because this is a very fizzy, bubbly, soapy perfume. If you're not familiar with aldehyde, that's usually what gives it that fizzy, soapy sort of scent. And this is, like I said, a very fresh perfume. I would get told that I smell fresh and clean. Another thing is, I would say that this is my champagne perfume, and I didn't even know what notes were, and I didn't know that champagne was one of the notes in it. So to me, it smells like a champagne, what's that thing called? A peach champagne. There's a name for it. Bellini. There you go. Bellini. So, like I said, because of the aldehydes, it opens up very fizzy, bubbly, soapy. Yeah. And on the skin, it remains like that for a while. But once it completely dries down, there's still that bubbly, fizzy champagne quality to it. But there's also this musk. And I want to say that the musk in this perfume is actually quite interesting. It's more of like a slight creamy musk, and I don't think I have any perfume in my collection that has that creamy musk. Most of the musk that I have are like citrus musk or like a powdery musk, which is, it's interesting to me at least. I gotta say that, to me it's interesting. So because of the aldehydes, with that being said, I can see someone perceiving this as too synthetic. So honestly, this went from, I'm like watching the people walking by, this went from being like, oh, this is great for everyone, to okay, maybe someone might not like it. They might find it too synthetic, which I don't mind. I actually really like it. And on my skin, not only does it perform great, but I feel that it projects very well, and it leaves off a really nice, like, grown, fresh scent. And like I said, I used to get complimented on it all the time. So that is Fancy Love. All right, so the next one that I have here, I'm dropping everything. Amethyst Lalique, and this is not only a new addition to my collection, but a new discovery, a new find, thanks to Amanda Loves Perfumes. I believe she changed her name, but I'll make sure and I'll link her down below, as I always do with everyone. If you don't recognize the name or whatever, I always link everyone that I mentioned in my videos down in my description box. So this is one that I found because of Amanda and Melissa Jean, and I'm so glad I did. As I mentioned in my previous favorites video, I thought this was going to be a berry jam. I thought it was going to be dense, syrupy, heavy, and I'm glad it wasn't. I was so glad it wasn't, because oh my god, the opening on this is absolutely amazing. I don't have anything like this in my collection. This is another one that is super unique in my opinion, and it is very affordable as well. So the main accords on Amethyst Lalique are fruity, floral, woody, sweet, and rose. It has a bunch of berries at the top: strawberry, blackcurrant, blueberries, blackberries. Did I say blackberries already? It has just a bunch of berries at the top, as I always. I think it actually smells more fruity and more sweet on the cap than it does once you spray it on air and it meshes with your skin. I think it's a lot less fruity, but it's more of a berry, like a bunch of berries, iced tea with muddled green leaves at the bottom. I think that's the word, muddled, like crushed. And I feel like, honestly, a very important accord that they forgot to mention, or I don't know, but in my opinion it is green. I think it has a very green and obvious scent, and which is, I believe, what people are thinking. I'm looking at the dent right now, and I feel like because of that note, a lot of people, when they get this and they look at the notes, they're probably disappointed because they're like, I wasn't expecting this green scent. So keep that in mind. If you are interested in getting this, it does have a green scent. It just has this very like soothing, calming quality to it. It also makes me think of like a day after it has rained and you're like outside in your backyard or porch or whatever. You could smell the green grass, you know, that smell that grass gives off when it rains, and you're drinking like a berry, not berry, berry. I know that my accent sometimes is hard to understand, but a berry iced tea. That's what this reminds me of. So that is Amethyst Lalique. All right, moving on to another one that I love and I'm so happy that I have. So this is I Love Love from Moschino. The bottle, you guys, the bottle. It's funny because I would see this all the time at my TJ Maxx, and I would always look at the bottle and I was like, yeah, not me. Anna talked about it and I was like, that looks pretty good. Sounds delicious, but I wasn't here for it. And then my friend Takara said, I believe she said something, whatever, I'm not gonna get it right now. She added on that it smelled like sugared orange or something like that. So the combination of these two, I was like, fine, whatever, I got it. Well, even if I spray it on paper, I'm still gonna smell it in the air. This is a potent one. This is a EDT, but on me, oh, just got a little whiff of it. But on me, it performs as an EDP. Just the opening on this is so addicting, you guys. Like, I want to keep on spraying it over and over. But let me get on to the point. Oh my god, this is like a fresh out of the shower, wet hair, just on the go, easy grab, like signature scent. It's one of those. I love it. I was being stingy because I already put a dent on it. I don't know if you could see, because I got the 1 ounce. Just the opening on this is so addicting. That zest when you're cutting up the grapefruit, that is what I get on this. So it's sweet, it's musky, it's fresh, and once it dries down, as I mentioned before, it gets more like sugary, more sweet. So you get this like candied, sugared, coated orange peels. The zest tones down. It's just in the beginning, it's like in your face, but it remains very fresh. It's such a good cheapie. A lot of people have compared this to light blue. I'm not going to compare it in this video, but if you enjoy a fresh, sweet, musky scent, I think this is a really good grab. I love it. This is a really good find, I must say. Should I spray her on today? No, I'm gonna wear something else today. This reminds me of my Express Love, just more sweet. That sugared orange peels adds a little extra kick to it. Talking about Express Love, you already know it was going to be in this video, like, hello, hi. So this is Express Love. This is another one along with my Fancy Love that were signature scents for me in high school. I was known for these scents. I don't have, unfortunately, a signature scent anymore because I have so many that I just try out different stuff. I try to every month give some love to all of them. That's why in my favorites video I have like my favorites for the month or whatever, because those are the ones that I've been enjoying. So I guess you could say that I have a signature scent every month. I've mentioned this one so many times already. This is more of a fresh, slightly sweet, fruity floral. The fruits and oh my god, I love the opening of these like musky, sweet, citrusy scents. It's just like in your face. But the most prominent notes in this one are blackberry and pineapple. The pineapple in it gives it like a little kick to it. This is another really good cheapie. As I mentioned, this is a signature scent of mine, and I used to actually get it without the discount. I always tell you guys to wait for Express to have a discount, but I honestly used to buy it for like the 40 something with tax. It ended up being like 50 something for the 1. Oof, it's that initial spray for the 1.7. So yeah, yes. Another great one for like fresh out of the shower, signature scent, wet hair kind of thing, casual, smexy sort of scent. Another one that has a dent on it. I'm gonna spray it again because I obviously have an addiction. Oh my god, it just hits your face differently. So this is a blend of juicy fruits, the blackberry, the pineapple, the blackcurrant. There's mandarin orange also in this one, which I feel also adds to that little bite that there's in this perfume. I feel like that also adds to it, a little zestiness to it. And there's this vanilla musk. The musk in here I feel is more of a soapy musk, and this perfume I find it to be very feminine, very pretty. It's a very pretty scent. I think it's also a compliment getter. Well, I don't think it's a compliment getter. It is a compliment getter. This is another one that I have noticed a lot of guys like, and yes, I'm using CVS receipts for my little tester things. I'm not going to be all bougie and stuff and buy little papers and stuff. Like, this is my fragrance journey and I'm sharing it with you guys, and I also try to be conscious, so I'm just not going to buy paper. Like, I'm gonna use my index cards, I'm gonna use the paper that I have around me, and it is what it is. And I feel like this paper works just as fine. Highly recommended if you enjoy what I described. All right, moving on. What should I talk about next? So now I'm going to talk about real quick about these, because I already discussed them and I had them in my last summer video. Oh my god, I'm literally dropping everything today. This is Sofia from Sofia Vergara. You guys know it's one of my absolute favorites. This is one that lasts a very long time on me. It also has amazing performance. Yes, I do overspray her. I feel like I always have to mention that, because people be coming for you. They're like, it doesn't last a long time, and I'm like, well, I do overspray, so maybe that's why it lasts a long time on me. It's sweet, it's fresh, it's slightly musky, and this is a more wearable version to me than Coco Madam as well. As I mentioned in that video, I wasn't like over, what's the term called, overhead or over my heels, over my toes, I don't know, you know what I'm talking about. I like her now and I do have her because I get the sweetness from it. I don't know if you could tell, but I have a sweet tooth. Not in real life, because I don't really care for sweets like that, but in my perfumes I enjoy for it all of them be sweet, whether they're fresh, musky, powdery, oriental, gourmand, it doesn't matter. I want all of them to have some sweetness to it. So for me, Coco Mademoiselle was more of a citrus patchouli bomb, and I'm not the biggest fan of patchouli. I feel like now I'm learning to appreciate patchouli and I actually really enjoy it in certain fragrances, not in all of them. This one does not have patchouli. This is what I consider a very juicy fragrance. If you are into sweet, juicy fragrances, I think you're really going to like it. It's also $20. You can't go wrong. Next, we're going to talk about D&G number 3, L'Impératrice. Sofia and this one are two that I discussed in my last video, so I'll be linking that video down below. I'm just going to give a quick run through if you didn't see that one. So this is a very fresh aquatic scent. There's rhubarb, there's kiwi, there's watermelon, there's some other fruits, but those are the most prominent on me. As always, I'll be putting notes on the screen, but I'm just going to tell you guys what I smell, really. So the watermelon in this, I don't think it's more of, or the kiwi I should say as well, it's not like a realistic watermelon. It's not like the actual fruit. It's more of a watered down version of it. As I said in that video, it's more of an infused water. So it's like you grab slices of watermelon, slices of kiwi, and you added it to a water and you let it just sit there in the infused water with the kiwi and the watermelon. This is what I get. It's a very aquatic, watery fragrance. Let's not forget the rhubarb. Girl, I sprayed it and in my face. Let's not forget her. This is another one that you do have to like rhubarb, because if you don't, I can either see this going sour on your skin or you just not liking it. Like, it could be annoying, and I find rhubarb honestly a little smexy. Like, this is one that I've added not only when I go to sleep, but also when I'm fresh out of the shower, as most of these are. And you just smell clean, fresh, but this is one that adds that sweetness to it, a little tartness to it. And on my skin, this is one that I have heard doesn't have the best performance, but I'm just gonna tell you guys, on me it does. I have been truly enjoying her, but I have to add, I'm gonna show you guys actually. There you go. I'm gonna start doing that, showing it to you guys on screen. I feel like some of you guys want to see the bottles, so I'm gonna start doing that. Am I missing something? Yes, I'm missing something. All right, so now we're gonna talk about a gourmand. I wanted to give a gourmand option. So this is Brazilian Crush. I don't think I've talked about her in my channel yet. So this is a caramel nutty fragrance. There's almond, there's pistachios. Can I tell you that I get any of those two? Not really. I'm not gonna lie to you guys and tell you, oh, I smell this, because I don't. I'm only gonna tell you what I smell. Like, I don't get a particular nut, but I get a nutty scent. Yeah. Caramel, vanilla. It's a little creamy. Actually, now smelling it, let me put her on my skin. I get more of the pistachio than the almond. It's a body mist. I don't know if I mentioned that, but yeah, it's a body mist. Excuse me, sorry. Body fragrance mist. That's what it is. Excuse excuse me. Performance is not that great. It's a body mist. I know I'm not supposed to expect the most out of it, but I want to add that even though it's a body mist, I still I don't care about that stuff. Like, I have EDTs that outperform EDPs. I have a body mist that outperforms my EDPs. So go into these things not expecting the most out of it, especially because of its concentration. But with that being said, I do have a body mist that outperforms my EDP, so I wanted to mention that. This is honestly something that I just throw on after the shower when I don't know particularly what I want to wear for that day. I just want something sweet, very light, just very easy. Like within an hour to two, this is going to be gone. And I haven't yet to find that this clashes with any of my fragrances. So this is Brazilian Crush, just a very easy, fresh, gourmand. Yeah, I do have another one though I want to add. I'm just gonna mention real quick. This is Laura Mercier Eau Gourmand. To be honest with you guys, I like this one more than this one. This to me is a watery version of the Boom Boom cream, and this one is a more realistic version of the Boom Boom cream. I also love it. As you guys can see, it has the dent. This one also reminds me of Serge Lutens Un Bois Vanille. It has similar characteristics to that. It opens up pretty fresh, but it definitely, as it dries down and it warms up with your skin, it gets more milky. It definitely has that like tonic quality to it. Very, very creamy, a little spicy, nutty. Yeah, it has that. It's like a sweet fragrance for people that don't like sweet stuff, but this one is way more creamy than this one. So I'm not going to mention this one because I can see that one being a little too much for the summer. You guys know I don't care, so I have been wearing her to go to sleep. But this is a more like refreshing, light, watery version of it. By watery, I mean like a mist. It's not bad, but it's nothing personally to me to rave about. I won't go like crazy over it. All right, another this one's funny. Oh my god, I'm fucking dead. I was literally just texting my friends. I was like, what's the word called when I wasn't supposed to mention this in a video, but I want to mention it now. But this is going to be my honorable mention that I truly enjoy. Not that I don't enjoy the mist, but this is one that, like, you know. And this is Ariana Grande Cloud. I raved about this one for a couple of videos. Oh my god, I'm so annoying. And I was seeing Shaughnessy's video yesterday, and she mentioned this one in her video, and I said, hold up, because I had her, you know, tucked away in the back or whatever, and I smelled her and I sprayed her. Still dear to my heart, I still love you. This is very good for the summer because I feel that this is not a cloying, syrupy, thick, heavy, sweet scent. This opens up fresh. It has lavender, bergamot, and pear in the opening. So it opens up very fresh, slightly masculine. I actually did not like this fragrance when I would smell it at Ulta. I would be like, I don't understand it. That's why I didn't like it, because I didn't understand it. But this is a very light, airy sort of fragrance. It's coconutty, it's creamy, but it's not a heavy coconut. It's more of a very sugar-free coconut whipped cream. That's what I get. It's one of those that does the now you see me, now you don't, that Houdini trick, and I feel like I can't smell it, but other people could smell it. And as of now, to be honest with you guys, this is the only thing that I feel has satisfied my marshmallow click. I was gonna say click. Well, I was gonna say something else. My marshmallow is not sticky at all. It's more of like when you open a fresh bag of marshmallows, that fluffiness of the marshmallow, that's what this one gives me. I know there's no marshmallow, by the way. I know it's whipped cream, but this kind of like satisfies that craving. Which brings me to, if you guys have any marshmallow fragrances that you guys recommend, put it down in the comment section below. I'm still looking for the ultimate real sticky heavy marshmallow. I have Perfumes from D&G, and I'm not impressed, to be honest with you guys. It didn't satisfy the marshmallow kick that I'm looking for. I'm looking for a heavy, sticky marshmallow puff, marshmallow scent. Oh, I forgot to say, this one is honorable mention because this one is currently $40. I checked this morning, but I decided to mention because I feel like it's still affordable. I know that pricing is subjective, but with that being said, you guys know Amazon, their prices fluctuate, and from what I remember, it was actually $30 to $35 for quite a while, but they recently bumped up the price. But just keep an eye out for Amazon. Also, FragranceNet I know has it, but from what I have noticed, Amazon actually sells it cheaper than FragranceNet. Now that is about it for today's video. Those are my cheapies that I recommend for summertime. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys are not subscribed already, please consider subscribing if you guys keep coming back and enjoy my content. Only if you enjoy my content, of course. And give this video a thumbs up. It helps me out a lot and it helps out YouTube, you know, to recommend my content to other people and just push out my videos. So with that being said, as always, I hope you guys have a beautiful and wonderful and blessed day, and I'll be catching you guys in the next one. Bye guys.